shit, he's here? Oh, shit. And then all of a sudden, Death walks through the door. I hope you have been compensated fairly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely fairly. And you guys are starting to get, a little chilly. It's this cold metal, like, laboratory. And they're like, I assume our guests are hungry. Can you take them to the dining room? And then Death leaves. And Fat Merlin's, yeah, dining room. I'll see you guys down in the dining room. You guys get them something to wear and get them down into the dining room. And he leaves, and one of the workers starts leading you guys through this south door. And through this door to the west, into like this little locker room kind of area. And you are given something to wear.
Slippers.
At least it's thematic.
Get me my cocoa.
Oh, fuck.
He's got shades on.
And then
at least remember the mask. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I walked nude I walked with pride in my nudeness.
You're led down the stairs, and you're led into a very fancy dining room. And shortly after you walk in, this Sunderer is pushed into the room by this guy. And Sunderer, he's not looking too good.
Just his head.
No. They've kind of rebuilt his legs. He's got no arms. Just basically a head and a torso.
Why is this metal man wearing slippers? My question.
Hey, I can feel cozy too.
You're cozy without your arms?
We'll get there.
Yeah, the dwarf is like, I don't understand. Why does he have to be at dinner? I could be fixing him, but no, I have to bring him down. He's a robot. He doesn't eat.
Nice wheels, Tin Man.
I will wheel myself over there with my tin if I have to.
You can't. He wheels you up to the table. Like, you have no arms. Yeah.
I got no body.
If I could have had you in the wheelchair without the legs, I would have had you in the wheelchair without the legs, but Hero Forge wouldn't let me. And you
put like black
down.
bars to censor them.
Yeah, I started it instead of the underwear, do black bars on all of you guys coming out of the clone tanks. It would have covered up. I think it covers up the hands too. So. I found that pose and it was too perfect. So you're let in, and Death is sitting there, and he's like, please sit down. I feel I have a lot of explaining to do. And Fat Merlin comes in and says, Somebody, any of you guys, get him some food. And there's more of the guys in the elf outfits flying and walking around, and they're like, I lost the voice. Hold on. Are you hungry? Are you? I never thought I would forget this voice because it's a friend of mine's dad. He'd always say, "You boys hungry? You hungry? You want tacos or you want pizza?" He goes, "What, tacos or pizza?" And Death
He's
was
the
like,
pizza.
Death is like, "I'll have a curry." Yeah, we know you love the curry. Yeah, and they start bringing out food and drink and getting you guys all separated, situated.
Does anyone know what tacos or pizza is?
No.
Tacos or pizza. And sorry about those robes. See, my wife fucking Dolly, she thinks she's got a mind for business. She ordered like 10,000 of those fucking robes and those damn bunny slippers, and now I'm stuck with them. But if I give them out to patients and customers, I can write them off on my taxes at the end of the year. And he sits down, and you guys start eating, and
Damn, I'm hungry for curry now.
I too like curry. It is like eating an ice cube that is on fire, Death says.
No,
How
I'm
kind of curry
literally
is it?
hungry for curry.
And that's actually a quote from the Terry Pratchett books that Death likes to eat curry because it's a hot ice cube. And so yeah, I must apologize for the ugliness earlier, but you see, killing you was the only way I could save you. It was very, very ugly business back there.
And what exactly happened back there?
Well, see, that's the problem. I'm not really sure myself. First, you have to understand what I am. I am the anthropomorphic personification. I'm not a god. I'm a little above a god, but below a god. And my job is to mind these. And he pulls out some hourglasses. These are the hourglasses of everyone's life. Every living soul in any dimension has one. And they also have one of these. And he opens a book, and you can't really read it, but you see, like, as he opens to the last page, not the last page, but like there's like a blank page, and then that page starts filling up, and then he keeps flipping, and as he does it, the more pages keep filling up. The Book of Lives. Every person also has one of these. Now, I was assured that my personal house had the best security system, and he glares over at Fat Merlin, and Fat Merlin's like, hey, you get what you paid for. You wanted to cut corners? You cut corners. This is what happens. Anyways, someone broke into my house and stole a number of the Lifetimers and the Life books. If it wasn't for my assistant Albert, who is busy now and he's not around, I wouldn't even know whose were missing. But fortunately, he keeps very close tabs on what should be where and where it should go. So I realized 8 of those books and 8 of those timers were all located in the same location the last time we had a whereabouts of that particular entity. We tracked it down to be you 4 and the 4 that you were fighting. I unfortunately wasn't in time to save all 8 of you, but I did save you 4. I'm really confused on what happened, who did it, but I would very much like to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I was about to kill the paladin anyways. But thank you for saving us.
Yes. I believe we will get you equipped similarly to how you were before, as close as we can anyways. And
So you're saying you don't have my mask?
no, we barely made it out of there with your souls.
And
And
what
a
happened
piece
to
of each of
Sunday?
your flesh. And then when he says a piece of your flesh, you look down and the death of rats waves up at you and squeaks. And what was the question?
What happened to Sunder? If he doesn't have a soul.
He does have a soul and
Perhaps.
doesn't have a soul. It's tricky. We saved as much of him as we can. Unfortunately, the method I had to use was a little barbaric and uncouth.
At least it was entertaining.
And the dwarf guy's like, if you guys could get on with it, I could get him fixed. Well, as fixed as I can get him. See, there's a problem. And when the luggage and I were wrestling for your body, with those demons, you got damaged, and part of what got damaged was like your soul heart, which is what makes you different than any, like a normal golem or construct. And after doing the repair, see, you're lucky you came to me, because, this kind of technology, it hasn't been made in a long time. And I might be the only one that really understands how the Aorians were able to build you. It may or may not have been my great-great-grandfather that lost a poker game and had to give them the original designs for the Aorian automatons.
Interesting. I know how to modify myself, but not really make another one of me, per se.
Yes. For now, you're gonna have some problems anytime magic's involved, but we're gonna have to work on that.
As long as I can still blow crap up
I'm trying to cafe.
reliably,
Yeah, you spill
then I'll be okay.
Did we get best squad?
And with that, then all of a sudden, out in the hallway, you hear this commotion, and you hear a lot of those little elf and fairy and gnome guys that are dressed in the little elf combat costumes, screaming, "I don't think you're allowed in there. I'm allowed anywhere I damn well please to go. I can smell his cheap bourbon from here. I know he's behind this door." And all of a sudden, the door is kicked open. And why won't you open?
He broke his leg.
It's a very solid door.
I wasn't even trying to kick the door, like the thing wouldn't open. And in walks this old man right here.
I have a plate of food and I can't even eat right now.
Damn it, you fuck! He's normal, like normal human size, but he's seen a few years.
What's normal human size?
He's like a regular guy.
He's like a regular.
He's just
guy,
old.
He's just really old and emaciated.
5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah, 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, because I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
That's the important information. Are you
Get
tall, big guy?
giants.
Am I taller?
And he comes in.
Breed that pride into you knights real early, don't they?
What?
And he comes in and he's just raving mad, and he's just staring right at Merlin. "Listen, you fat son of a bitch! I'll sell you an interdimensional arena, and it'll be impregnable, and nobody will ever be able to find you or destroy it. You son of a bitchin' snake oil salesman!" And Merlin's like, "Look, none of this is my fault. I don't know how this happened." He's trying his best to explain, to the point that he even loses his accent for a second. No, but he's and they're arguing, and then all of a sudden, Cohen looks over and he sees Death, and he's like, the old man looks over and he sees Death, and he's like, "Son of a bitch! How did I know you'd be involved in this? This has been the worst day of my life. My arena's destroyed. I don't know where that hot piece of ass Sabrina that I was tagging went. This sucks.
Wait a minute.
You're the boss?
Yeah. I guess these are yours now. And he pulls out a sack and he reaches in and he pulls out 4 ornate belts and he kind of swings one to each of you. And
I just stare at it as it flies through the air.
It kind of lands in your lap. Yeah.
It just catches on my mohawk. And it just sits there.
And so him and Death start talking like they've known each other for a long time. And so, why the hell are you involved in this? And he's like, well, and he kind of gives him the same story that he gave you guys. And he's just shaking his head. And he's like, and I know I heard the luggage. That means he's involved, doesn't it? And Death is like, yes. Unfortunately, he is. And they both just kind of look at each other and just give each other like sad basset hound puppy dog eyes, which is kind of hard to do when your face is a skeleton.
Who is
Pulls
he?
it off.
Let's just hope that we can get through all this without you guys having to find out.
If we don't want to encounter him, wouldn't it be helpful to know who we don't want to run into? I mean, like a name?
I don't even want to say the name.
Let me assume that if we see him, we're probably just going to die.
Death does seem to follow him around. I mean, not me, but me. Yes, I guess I do. But he's dangerous in a different way. He's probably in trouble, and let's hope that I can save him without having to send you guys to save him. And the old man is like, oh, I can't believe it. I left the damn flat place to get away from all this shit. Moved somewhere in a whole new dimension. In fact, it was its own dimension. And here I am getting pulled back into this bullshit. And Death goes, well, since you were there, I assume to the end, I don't really know how you escaped it. I thought everybody had been slaughtered there. I'm kind of at a loss to what happened. And the old man's like, yeah, me too. But, every time you'd stop time to save one of these kids, it would allow me to get some work done. And he starts pulling out these sacks that are like, they don't look that big, but when he opens them up and he starts dumping them on the table, there's the heads of all kinds of different creatures and demons. And, the insect things that you saw, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Anybody could make I guess it would be Arcana check to see if there's anything
I'll
you
roll on
recognize.
25.
Whoa.
Okay. Don't show us.
Who was that?
Solitaire.
Solitaire.
Why can I not roll?
I don't know.
I have a plus 13 in my Arcana and it.
Plus
Yes.
one.
Are you gonna roll too?
I did on Beyond. It was.
Oh, you don't know. You have to roll here, but we'll
Okay.
fix it.
Oh. Let me
15. You have a plus 13. You said, oh, that's unforeseen. Yeah, you don't know shit.
Well,
just click.
I'm-
All right, mine's a plus
I'm
7.
trying to take all this in and eat this pizza.
Oh, man.
no. I mean, it's not just pizza. There's
There it
everything.
You still rolled better than Barrett did, so you're good.
At least it's here and on initiative.
Yeah.
You can't see the way they've got you parked behind the wine bottles, and you can't see shit. Solid or Thunder. Oh my god!
That's big. Jesus.
Still rolled better than me.
Okay, guess Solitaire, you realize that there are both fiends and demons here, and then another. I don't know how to explain it because you didn't get high enough, and you wouldn't have the. Even just because you got the check wouldn't mean that you would know what they were. But you're used to seeing you know that there's supposed to be a war between demons and fiends in a lot of places, and you see both represented here in the decapitated heads that are on the table. And he didn't stop with one bag. Like there's probably 40, 50 heads. Some of them are repeats, some of them aren't, that he dumped out on the table. And then he picks one of them up and he's like, and this one had a shit ton of gold on him. And he throws the bag of gold down on the table and it kind of opens and it falls open. And you guys see, two of you specifically, unforeseen, Barrett and Solitaire, you guys see something you did not want to see marked on these coins, and that is definitely an 8-pointed star on some of the coins. And he's like, which one of them had it? And then he reaches in and he picks up this head, and it looks like it was like a humanoid fox-looking creature, which neither of you recognize as something you would have encountered in your home plane.
I can't figure out what it is.
So I reloaded the map, and now I see tokens.
Huh. I wonder why it's not letting you
And now I'm able to roll.
roll.
It gave me a pop-up.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, you could make another either Arcana or Religion check.
Give me like 10 minutes for this to look. Okay, yeah.
That's a religion check.
Yeah, these don't exist where you're from, so.
But the pointed star is...
Oh, the pointed star. You know what that is. You
That's
guys
chaos.
know this something from your world might have something to do with it.
I tossed the coin to Solitaire. Recognize that symbol?
Yeah, how did he get... Like, that's not from ours. How does he get that coin?
Are you not logged in, Rainey?
I am now.
What's
her-
up?
It's her
Are
laptop.
you gonna roll? Did you want to roll a Religion or Arcana check to identify the fox head?
Yeah.
There we go.
I saw an 8 and it tipped to a lower number and then it tipped again to your favor.
Okay, you recognize this. This is the head of an Arcana Loth.
Analog.
Yes, and you know that they're kind of fiends and they're kind of demons. They're on nobody's side on the Blood Wars. You've heard of the Blood Wars, and that's where the demons and the fiends fight each other. While they're technically fiends, they don't work for either side. They're mercenaries, and there's all kinds of different ones. And once you identify him, then you start looking and you see there's this. It's just like a mouth with flesh and armor and a spiked tongue, and it's like a round mouth. Let me see if I can put this in chat. I don't know if this works. No, it does not. Okay. I'll have to put it in. I'll put it in general test tube in Discord. It would be like the head of that thing.
Oh, hell.
And you know that's another of the. They're all referred to as Yugoloth. The Yugoloth. And they'll hire fiends. They'll hire other demons. These were the insect things you saw.
I'm going to explain it to the others.
And they too often work with them. And you saw a couple of these guys too before the lights went out. Well, you see their heads here. And it's crazy. It looks like almost a reptilian top to the head with like a nose and a strong lantern jaw, and instead of ears, it's got like bat wings. And you know that these guys will pretty much do anything for the right price.
It's a loincloth.
It's a loin book.
It's a loin book, yeah. And as you explain this, Death's like, I think I know where to find one of them. This seems like a job for Albert. I'll get a hold of him and let him know. And the dwarf guy that wheeled Sunder in's like, yeah, because you guys are gonna kind of have to be busy because I know how to fix your buddy here, but I need some raw materials, and you guys are gonna have to go gather those raw materials for me.
From where exactly?
Well, the first part I'm gonna need.
Yeah, it's not exactly common stuff.
It's the heart of the mummy lord.
Sorry, it's the what?
It's the heart of a mummy lord.
Mummy Lord.
Yeah.
I just look over at him like, I have a mummy part of me? What?
Well, you know, the hearts regenerate, and it what helps keep your living stuff alive. It's really technical. It's hard to explain.
That makes
You
sense.
have living stuff? I thought you were just a robot.
Well, I mean, like he can feel.
It's a mix. I have organic bits and non-organic bits. There's a lot of non-organic bits.
So what you're saying is Sunder has
You're a-
mummy issues.
Yes, I do. As I start trying to like throw my body forward, I'm trying to roll the wheelchair forward over to him.
Who said mummy issues?
Me.
Solitaire.
Solitaire? Yeah, take a DM inspiration. That was just too good. So, for the next couple days, what's probably going to happen, we'll get you guys situated, get you rearmed. I got to rebuild as much of this guy as I can. And then we'll see about...
So when you say mummy lord, do you mean
Well...
Do you mean something from our world?
Or something from our.
Or
the magic to make a mummy is kind of almost the same everywhere.
because I know I can handle against a Tomb King. But
Well, see, I don't know. These guys are pretty tough. And usually when you find one that's still around, He's well protected in his own tomb.
Sure, we can figure something out.
Don't worry, we'll find one for you. You just gotta have to be the ones that goes and gets the heart. I've got feelers out on the ether. We'll figure out where one is for you.
Start killing the mummy.
This is not taking nearly as long as I thought it would.
Took me an hour to write. I thought it'd take an hour to read.
Yeah, and then making all those figures and trying to import them in.
So what happens if you don't get your mask back?
If I don't get my mask back,
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to look at him all day, and that's just weird.
I have
But-
2 questions. 1, where's my wedding ring? 2, what the fuck happened to my tattoos?
You're married? Dang.
You remember the last thing you saw when you were standing next to your bodies?
I remember about to cut off Paladin's head at the neck, but
Cut your finger
I think he's implying that yours was instead.
Yeah, like Deathlook, it was a lot easier for us to transport just the souls back than it would have been to make it out of there with your bodies. Like I said, the only way I could save you was to kill you.
great.
I think they lost
see,
your reason.
and there's rules, and I don't know if you remember the young lady you saw there. She's a relative of mine. She doesn't have to follow the rules like I do, so technically she had to kill you. But I don't feel bad about any of this because I don't know when you're supposed to die. Someone stole your timers.
Well, Solitaire, I'm just as pissed as you are.
I mean, I want to break someone right now, but yeah, I think we're on the same level.
Sender's pretty broken already. Okay.
I just give you guys a pointed stare.
I'll just be here with my piercings. No biggie.
I mean, I don't know about the
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
I mean, how do I explain any of this? Archibald! Fat Merlin's like, this whole time, Fat Merlin's been arguing something about guarantees and warranties and these words that you guys really never heard of. God, I mean, you've heard the words, but used in these combinations, it's all very confusing. And the old man, who you realize his name is Cohen, Cohen the Barbarian, and
Any relations to Conan?
much older, way before Conan. I mean, remember. Hold on, I had another picture. Where did it go?
Or Kroll the Conqueror?
Hold on, I gotta find this picture because it's too much. This was this picture here that I'm gonna put in Discord. This was before he found the magic that is Rogaine.
Wow. Somebody's been working on it.
Oh yeah. One of the most greatest, most feared warriors of all time. And
I mean, with step 1 in a fight being intimidation, that face wins.
Popeye in his older days.
Merlin's like, Archibald, and you see the one the guy with the blue. Let me see if I can get a picture of him. He's got like the one that was talking to Fat Merlin when he first came in, all angry about everything. This guy. He's, everybody else is wearing green. He's wearing red. He seems more important. And he's like, yes, boss. He's like, will you explain to them? You know what to do. It's not your first rodeo. And he's like, come on, Cohen. Let's go somewhere. Let's go somewhere where we can have a private discussion. This makes a good excuse. My fucking Dolly wanted me to go out tonight. And I'll just tell her I'm taking care of business instead. And they both make their way out. And it just leaves you and Death and the dwarf repairman and a bunch of the other workers, that are still milling about. And Archibald is like, yes, welcome to Fat Merlin's Emporium of Magic Things. You have no idea what's going on here, do you, or where you're at?
Gave that away.
Correct?
I was eaten by a big walking chest, and now I'm here.
He groans,
You
he sits
what?
down.
Whoa, wait, what?
A chest?
Yeah.
We're
It
talking
walked
about
with
like
a whole bunch of little legs.
a mimic?
With no machine
No,
gun
this was
there?
different. It was very, very different.
Oh no!
It was like
I can't.
my bag of holding on the inside, but it had legs, and it was a chest.
He's terrible.
Well,
And apparently you could just talk to it.
technically, you can breathe inside of the luggage. You can't breathe inside of a bag of holding.
I said it was like the bag of holding. It's not like it was exactly like. Yeah, it was just a rough.
Yeah. Yes, the luggage. It technically belongs to the person we're not going to talk about. But
Voldemort?
he's lost. And the luggage is doing everything it can to help me because he knows I'm the only one that can find its owner.
Is there a way to make another luggage? That thing is fascinating.
I don't think there's enough sapient pearwood trees left.
Maybe you should just focus on your arms first. Oh, buddy. One step at a time.
I mean,
But if I have a luggage, then it can just walk for me.
And
if he gets his arms back, then we can't use him as like a ring toss game.
I still do have legs right now.
yeah,
What are you
they're
gonna
just
do?
they're just the frame of your legs. Like he hasn't got around to putting like the armored parts, and they're just like the metal skeletal frame of your legs. In fact, some of the servos to those aren't even working right yet. So every once in a while, you jerk and the little bunny's googly eyes move.
Yeah, it's like I just have a nervous twitch in my legs.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Archibald, he's taking a seat. He's over at his temple, and he's like, "Have you guys, any of you, ever heard stories of mystical shops that are there one day and gone another, and then you go somewhere else and you find the same shop in a different city?
Mhm.
You ever, does that ring a bell?" You're looking at like the
Wow.
big brother of all those shops. See, a long time ago, the boss there, Fat Merlin, he started buying up those shops and franchising them, and he figured out a way to use the magic that those shops use for transportation to create this place. It's like an interdimensional one-stop shop for adventurers and interplanal species beings. You saw some things that you generally wouldn't have seen, considering where you came from, but, we make special exceptions, when the big guy's involved, and he points towards death. Now, you guys are going to be part of the family around here. It looks like for a while. And as soon as I find this damn index card I wrote this shit on, there we go. And he pulls out. Now, you're each going to get one of these. Right now, it's only going to have a brass key on it. And he hands each of you a key ring. And it's got, like he said, one lone little brass key on it. And did I not put that in I don't think I ended up putting that in a journal.
I just pick it up with a toe and put it in my lap.
I don't think you're that flexible.
I don't have muscles to stop me.
Oh yeah, that should have been in.
Besides, it's just a skeletal framework. It's extra bendy.
Hold on, I gotta find this image. Oh, come on. All right, I know where it's at. Somewhere else. I'm not gonna do it in Foundry. Oh,
Sorry, Fox. I think mine wins there.
Fuck you. If it wasn't so funny.
okay. Did I lose that? I'd be so pissed if I lost that.
So when you say some parts of you are organic, like your brain, do you have a brain?
I'm so glad she asked about a brain.
Sorry, what?
Well, I was asking if you still had a head attached to your body.
Oh, yes.
The Tin Man had a brain. He needs a heart. Jeez, wait.
Yeah, all my little limbs all got bitten off whenever I got eaten by the luggage. So I don't have them anymore. They all got left behind wherever the arena was. So all I had was my head and my chest. That was it.
I deleted it, and it's not in my recycle bin. Anyways, you notice, and you when you see it on the keychain and you see it on the robe, it's an F and an M, but it looks like somebody made it with a Harry Potter logo generator, and it's on your robes. And if you look, it's embroidered into the bunny slippers. It's on the keychains. And you notice that, and then you look around, and it's everywhere. Like, once you see it on the keychain and you look, it's everywhere. It's on the dinnerware. I mean, everything here is branded with that FM logo.
Well,
We will take you down to the main supply chamber soon, and we'll try to get you as close to the gear you had before this unfortunate incident. Just so you know, yes, you were cloned. I don't know if that's a word any of you are familiar with. This is not your original bodies, but it is your original souls. You may notice any lingering aches and pains you used to have went away, so that's a good thing, right? Because he knows that he can tell that at least two of you are not happy at all about the situation.
Do you have someone that can recreate the mask? I can give detailed, schematic drawings.
Oh yeah, we have some of the best craftsmen in the world working here.
Good.
he's real sensitive about the mask.
And yeah, so he gives you the keychains. Now, that brass keychain, when you use it, it will. You can just kind of act like there's a door here and use it, and it'll open a portal to a small section of Fat Merlin's magical emporium. This is the brass keys. They're the lowest level. You could stay in there. It'll be roomy enough for about 6 or 7 people, and you can stay in there for 1 hour, and then you're kicked out. So it's like a little portable short rest.
Does it reset every 24 hours?
Once you use that key, it's gone. Unless you want to buy another key. And then he's like, that's what the keychain's for. And if you look on the keychain, and you realize it's just big enough that like a gold piece can go into the keychain. And he takes 10 platinum pieces. And he's like, oh, it costs about $100 for one of these brass keys, 100 gold. And he takes the 10 platinum, and he one by one drops them into one of the keychains, and when he does, another brass key appears. And he's like, as long as you have a brass key, you can also upgrade. There are other levels of keys. And they're also shared keys, and he's like, we're going to give you one of these gold keys, but it's one for the group. And he fiddles around with your keychains, and all of you see a gold chain on your keychain. He's like, now, if one of you uses it, it disappears off of everybody's keychain. And it basically is, and he explains it's like the same thing, 8 hours, better accommodations. You can even call for room service. You know, it's like a semi-nice hotel room as opposed to like a Fleabag tent kind of thing. It's like, oh, if you step inside here, and he uses a brass key and he opens the door, and it's just really weird because you're already here, but then he opens this door out of nowhere and you step inside and he shows you now. At any time, if you have the money, you can upgrade, and he points and there's like a coin slot in the wall. And it's like, you can just, feed coins in there and upgrade your room as long as you have a key to start with.
Somebody roll me in there. I don't want to miss this.
Oh yeah, the you've got your. I'll explain how they do all this later. The dwarf tells you. You guys have gotten to be pretty close. His name's Vulcan. He's your repairman. And he's like, all right, now we explain the keychains. Now, I think you guys are going to be bouncing around a lot. Like, I don't think you're going to be staying in any one place for too long. That can sometimes get confusing because of currency exchange and things like that. So this is how we take care of that. Here is a patented Fat Merlin's coin pouch. And he hands you these coin pouches. And they're going to operate like a bag of holding. They only work for money. And anytime you want to get money out of it, it's going to be in a local currency. And it'll be the exact change you want.
It's awesome.
This is very handy.
Yes,
That
yes.
that was unforeseen talking, not the player. I'm like, that's really cool.
Yes.
My
Is there
character
any
says,
limit to the amount that we can pull out of this?
Well, no, because see, there's no limit. Because see, what's going to happen is you put your money in there, and they're going to be your gold, your whatever it is. It'll be redeemed for Fat Merlin credits. And think about it like a bank account. And you look at this guy. I don't know if you guys know what a Snurf. If any of you know what a Snurf Neblin is, this guy's obviously a Snurf Neblin. If you a deep known, and
Okay.
he's probably as old, if not older, than Cohen was. So he shows you how that works, and he shows you the keychains. Looks like you guys, you're gonna need these. So he hands you these bandolero things, and they're completely empty, and they have that god awful FM logo sewed onto them. But it has a slot for 2 slots for diamonds, 1 slot for good berries, and slots for potions. Make sure that we'll help try to get these filled up and wear these at all times. And I think that's it for here. And Death's like, I will leave you in Archibald's capable hands. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can about any leads we uncover to who did this to you. Like I said, I'm sorry. I've done the best for you that I can. But, I have a very busy schedule. And he pulls out all those, I can't even, hourglasses. I don't know why that word keeps disappearing from my brain. He pulls out the hourglasses, and some of them, you notice, there's barely any sand left in it at all. And with that, he makes his way out.
Places to go, people to kill.
Yep.
I get it.
Places to go, people to kill. And you're left at the mercy of the Fat Merlin's employees. And over the next couple hours, they get you re-equipped as best they could. They get an artisan working on you a new mask. They try to match the style of your armor the best they can, and try to replace all of your possessions. The ones that
now, are all the possessions replaced with somewhat the exact stuff, or are you giving us different items to put on?
Well, I'm gonna kind of like leave that to you guys, because this was the point. If you want to change anything from arena mode to, hey, we're actually going to be going on real adventure modes, this next week is the time to do that. And that would include, like, if there was like a magic item you only took because you knew you were going to be fighting in arenas and you'd rather have something else. This would be the time for all that.
Got it.
This was basically what I had planned for the week, was just kind of introducing. For now, this is going to be, you guys are shown you've got like quarters here. You're going to be here for a couple days while they fix Solitaire.
Sunderer.
Well, also Solitaire. This mask.
Yeah, and Solitaire's masks and all, any custom ordered things that you guys need. And I will work out. I'm going to give you a couple potions and things to start with. But I'll work out the exact number of that kind of stuff before next week. You never know when you plan an all RP session like this, how long it's going to take. Because you guys could have went off on a tangent asking questions or
just sit and watch.
Begin the motion picture.
Are there any rings on the table? Like something to toss at Sunder's head?
We have belts. They gave us belts.
Oh,
You get your
right.
championship belts.
My belt is just hanging off my mohawk.
Yeah, that was something else I was going to talk to you guys about. Some of your backgrounds I've noticed, like Solitaire, I think it was yours. They're very kind of like people would recognize you as this. I think Barrett's was like might be the one I was thinking of. That they recognize you and would offer you aid because you're a knight of whatever, or you're the
Yeah, it's
you
just
know.
the backgrounds.
Okay, you guys. I'm not going to take anything away from your backgrounds necessarily, but you're not going to get like hospitality
No, I get it.
on a street. So what I'm going to do is these belts. As long as you're in possession of these belts, you're all going to have a special background feature, which is if you can find an arena or a fighting pit, you'll get treated like royalty at any arenas or fighting pits that you happen upon on your journeys.
That works.
Okay.
It's
I like it.
So, items I need to make in Foundry.
And you could probably make them in D&D Beyond.
I don't like the way it converts some shit though. Like when you try to convert them over. Look, I might just make placeholder items for D&D Beyond and then make the actual
Item
meaning that
in
is-
Foundry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Placeholder
Yeah.
stuff.
So, championship belts. Key rings. And then different levels of keys.
Toss a belt around Sunder's neck. Score!
I want to try.
10 points. Try again. Next time, or you might get a grenade in your pouch.
Okay.
Oh,
I can't believe spent all that time making this stupid logo and then I deleted it without sorting it. I really wanted it to be instead of the Harry Potter thing, but I couldn't find a good logo maker or a good font. You guys remember the old WWF logo with the metal? You guys are all young.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah, the old metal WWF.
Mhm.
I wanted it to be FM and that font. And yes, I know there was no male work or no female workers. I ran out of time making.
Only slightly. It's okay.
It's fine. There's a female character. We'll just bring Susan back.
Right. But I have an idea about the reason you didn't see any females, so I might go with that. Yeah. And as you go through, you realize even like when you get out of here, you start running across your workers that aren't little small races, but they're all wearing that same outfit. Different colors, and you realize the colors mean something. The reds seem to be more important, like managers, assistant managers, and then you got like some blues, and then the lowliest are the greens.
Santa's elves. Does that make Merlin Santa?
Do you ask?
I don't know who Santa is in
I mean, do you
game.
ask about the outfits?
Does it happen to be
Of course
Christmas
it-
around here? I just
Okay.
kind of look up backwards at Vulcan, who I'm assuming is just standing behind me.
Yeah, you notice he doesn't wear one of the hats.
Yeah,
Or the outfits.
I like your outfit. Why does everyone else look weird?
They explained to you that to avoid having to pay things like workers' compensation and unemployment, which you're not sure what the hell he's talking about, that Fat Merlin subcontracts these workers from somebody else. And from talking to him, and then you kind of figure out that this guy used to make a bunch of toys that he would give to kids, but now most of the kids don't want toys, they want electronics, and you don't even know what electronics are. And so they had all these elf workers that he needed to find them jobs, so he started subcontracting them out to other people. And he basically, in the long run, instead of making toys, he became like a temporary agency, like a staffing solution for fantasy characters.
I didn't understand a word you said.
I actually follow along because
is
I
the
know what he's
problem.
talking about.
Santa, all right. In mundane terms, Santa.
No. I got that.
Okay.
Solitaire did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was in character, guys.
I thought you were just totally like, what? Yeah, that's, and hence the outfits, because they don't technically work for Fat Merlin, they're subcontracted. Growing up in Michigan, the only way to get good jobs at factories, if you were not a union member for General Motors, like with the UAW, you had to work through these temporary agencies. And what they would do usually is they would like hire you, and they would, oh yeah, here's this great job, in 90 days, if you keep this job for 90 days, then you'll get hired in permanent and blah, blah, blah. And then at like day 89, they would always find a way to fire a bunch of people. And then they would repeat the process.
Yeah, I worked with a temp agency to work at a plant that built like packaging machines for medical facilities and shit like that. And yeah, got told I'd be hired on for electrical assembly. Got shifted into the warehouse, and then same deal of you'll get hired on, and then it was contract was canceled due to a contractor headcount, and my position was not needed.
Yep. They do that. I mean, that's just, yeah.
It's fucking scummy.
Yeah. The one place I worked at, we coated brake rotors so they wouldn't rust sitting on the shelves. Like, not the ones that are going on the cars. We coated the ones that were going to, repair facilities. And we coated them with this special coating that kept them from rusting, because the metal they use for brake rotors is made to rust almost immediately when exposed to air, so that brake rotors don't last as long as they could. So I guess we could do a little bit of setup. They tell you the next place you're going to go is going to be, it's going to be, it's hard to get there. It's a world. How do you say this? Let me look at the, we found one. Oh shit, it's there. I'm sorry guys. It looks like we're going to have to send you to Athos. Which means
Where is
nothing.
that?
Athos is probably one of the worst planets, worlds I can think of. It's gonna suck, guys. I'm just gonna tell you right now. And
Great.
if you guys want to do a little bit of research in your downtime about Athos, look up Dark Sun.
Oh, I know that. I paid a one shot.
Dark Sun from Discworld.
No, Dark Sun from 4E, 3E.
It's one of the old ones.
They don't have a 5E for it yet, but it was a Dungeons and Dragons setting.
Second edition.
Was it second
Fourth.
and fourth yet?
Post-apocalyptic desert world. Sounds like
Plenty of sunshine.
Yes.
So like Mad Max, the world.
Like Mad Max.
Big fantasy.
Like Mad Max and they call it sword. Yeah, sword and sandals. Kind of. It's generally a lower magic setting. There is magic, but it's. And they will warn you before you go that you don't want to do magic in public.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And they're gonna probably have to figure out, maybe give the Metal Man a helmet of loan you a hat of disguise, because metal's very rare there. And if you have an all metal guy walking around, chances are he might get jacked for parts and smelted down. And to let you guys know, I talked to Sunder about this last week. What's going to happen with him is he's going, until he's fully repaired, he's going to be prone to wild magic surges.
What does that mean?
he's gonna fucking explode.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
And I found the D10,000 wild magic surge table I was talking about. So
Oh, you did find it?
yes.
Oh, God.
It's actually
1,000.
yeah.
I cast Mending. Universe explodes.
So don't be anywhere near you when you cast.
But
Range won't matter.
they've also explained that part of the magic that the magic mystical magical shop energy field is based off of is kind of, it eats wild magic and converts it into interdimensional bubbles. So they're going to try to work out a dampening system for Sunder to wear that might help a little bit, but it's not going to be foolproof.
And this is why I just punch things until they stop moving.
Same.
Oh, you hit them with the big sword axe thing. Glaive.
Albert.
Whatever it is.
I'll be right back.
Look at Sinner's token. You look so sad.
I want my arms. I want to make things. I want to find that luggage.
My spell is gonna be intact, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed. It's a lot of money.
Your what?
My spell book.
Oh.
What are they called? What are those spell books that are like pretty much immune to damage? I know they exist. I've seen them before, but not needing a spell book, I've never had to pick one up.
You don't have your spell book.
I don't?
No, but you will. They will replace it as best they
better.
can. This will recommend. This is also.
You cut out.
Yeah, you're gone.
It's because I'm far away, letting the dog out. I was far away from the computer. It's going to represent how you wanted to make some changes, so that way you can change some spells in your
Yeah. Nice.
And that'll be them helping you recreate a new spell book. I can't believe that you know 2 other people that started in test tubes.
2 different games.
2 different games. That's just ridiculous. I thought I was doing something unique.
I didn't personally play the games, but they told me that their games started in test tubes.
I think some people saw my 5e, my D&D Beyond post, and just ripped me off. I didn't shut the door. You can come in. Oh.
Now, does this place that we're in have a book of this world that we can read up on?
They can give you like base knowledge. So basically, that's what I was gonna say. Like, as players, you could learn as much as you can about it, but your character
Like,
wouldn't know any.
I'm reading the Wikipedia, and it says slavery is a commonplace. Gladiatorial duels provide entertainment for the elite, and death permeates the culture.
Yeah.
As rain falls only once per decade in some areas, water is more precious than gold. Due to the scarcity of natural resources, few wizards have access to books made of paper, pages, and hardcovers. Instead, they record their spells with string patterns and complex knots. Metal is also rare, affecting both the economy and the quality of equipment. The ceramic coin, made from clay and glazed in various colors, is a primary medium of exchange, worth about 1/100th of a gold piece. Weapons typically consist of obsidian, bone, and wood, and are prone to breaking.
Yeah, your metal weapons will draw attention. Your metal armor will draw attention.
The metal man will draw attention.
The metal man will draw attention.
Arcane magic draws its power from the life force of plants or living creatures, with the potential to cause tremendous harm to the environment. As a result, wizards, and other arcane casters are despised and must practice in secret.
Defilers.
Great. Psionics are extremely common, with nearly every living thing having at least a modicum of psionic ability. I think you did this on purpose.
Actually, it's just me being lazy and recycling an adventure I wrote on Roll20 for a Dark Sun server that I used to play on.
I played a one-shot in Dark Suns. It's too bad.
It was the guy's name Dylan that ran it?
No.
Oh, I think I asked you that. I think we've talked about this before.
I'm just trying to picture how in my head I'm going to function at all. What do I do? My primary weapons, guns. Crap. Me, metal. Crap. What else do I do? Fireball. Crap. I just should not be there.
You're just going to have to play it low key when you're in the city.
So I'm gonna keep a cloak on at all times within the city.
That should be comfortable in the blazing desert heat.
Hey man, I should be used to it. I used to wear a full set of armor.
Yeah, you're just down to a breastplate now, right?
Half plate.
Uh, yeah, I had too
know,
much.
I
I
can
had too
pick
much.
up tokens.
I had too much fun making your guys' tokens for this.
Yeah, I
bet.
can see that.
That's what took me so long. Is it took me a lot longer to. Like I was like, all right, I got them all made. Then I was like, wait, you didn't take pictures of them. Shit.
Athos is a home of several standard high fantasy races, including elves, dwarves, half-elves, halflings, and humans, as well as a handful of new or exotic fictional races such as mules, half-giants, patrons, tricrine, and
Tricrine.
Arakoa.
Hey, you guys met a tricrine today, whether you know it or not. Your doctor was a tricrine. I really love Thrycreen, and it just pisses me off that they haven't introduced him for 5e yet. Yeah, this Strahd map's badass.
Ooh.
Here's the same room you guys were in. Battle map set it.
That's just cool.
With a giant eyeball in the middle as camera.
Yeah, I didn't feel like dragging each individual one of you guys out. Yeah, if you ever run Curse of Strahd, I highly recommend Bueno's maps. Beneos. He's pretty much got the whole Curse of Strahd in animated maps like this. That rug really ties the room together, though.
Great. Somebody's fucking drilling upstairs. Like
They're drilling, like a power drill.
renovations. I live in a multi-story.
Well, I didn't know if you meant like power drill drilling or like they were up there like doing like marching. Like
Not military marching, no.
okay. Like they're on the drill team, you know. They keep dropping the damn rifle.
Hey, as long as they hit the deck before the rifle does, you're good.
You ever mess with one of those drill team rifles? Those things are heavy.
Oh yeah. Used to have this person.
The rifles that drill teams I deal with, the ones that they use are the Lee Enfields from
Oh.
like World War II Korea.
No, these are the ones I'm talking about. They're like prop guns that they use to like train for drill teams.
They're fucking heavy.
Yeah, they're like just basically a big slab of wood. Okay, that's enough of that map. I couldn't handle the thunder noise anymore. The fuzzy bunny slippers, man. That's still my favorite.
That is amazing.
Nice. Dude.
I don't know. Seeing Sunder in a wheelchair is pretty funny. With no arms.
It's alright. Now's the time to just place my legs with a hover pack or hover jet. Just float around.
Might as well.
You're gonna have to do the next adventure riding in a backpack on the back of Barrett. C3PO style.
Pompous British accent.
Yep. Yeah. They fucked up your voice chip. So you have to sound like an effeminate British man.
Oh no, I'm not good with accents.
I thought I was, and then I had too many of them going at once. That was my problem. I was trying to do a Scottish accent for the dwarf. I gave up on that real early. Death. When Death talks to you guys, it's like he's speaking directly into your head in all capital letters. He's that guy. The guy from Reddit that doesn't know where his cap lock is. I showed my mom the picture of Barrett.
But she said,
She fucking lost it. We had to go yesterday. There's a local college that does taxes for senior citizens for free. And they're doing like, a low contact kind of thing. So we sat out in the car while they did them. They came out and asked a couple questions, got our information, and then brought them back out so that, COVID shit. And so we were waiting in the car for like 2 hours. So I was like, all right, I got to show you this. So I showed them all in the same order I showed you guys. And she's like, why is he hiding his face? Well, you see, he's this special kind of L. But she's read some of the Discworld books, so she thought it was funny that I had Death kill you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read, I don't know, a decent chunk of Discworld books, but definitely not all 41 of them.
Oh, no. Yeah. I've got all of them somewhere that I may have, PDF-wise, that I may have come across under slightly less than legal means. But I don't know where they are.
only way to get them.
Oh, you guys have heard of Athos before.
We have.
Guys,
Yes. Because you didn't know what it meant, but you've heard Used to Prime brag about being he was the baddest on Athos. The baddest gladiator ever from Athos.
Not the best gladiator anymore. Ah.
fuck off.
What do you want? Is it the Yoda thing? What's got you? I think she's watching that baby Yoda thing on the screen and she's going crazy. Like I've got like a little lawn chair set up behind my desk chair for the puppy. So
Good taste. Good taste.
and she's like you might not have the commercial, but I know everybody in the United States has probably seen it. It's like a DoorDash commercial or something where the guy's like sending shit to his basset hound while he's at work all day. Have you guys ever seen it?
I haven't.
And it starts out with this song and then like this doorbell, and I don't care where she's at in the house. If that comes on a TV in the house, she runs into that room and starts going crazy. And she wants to get in the TV and play with that basset hound. And she's learned if that song starts in that
Like 3 ones in a row.
on a 20,
Yeah.
oof.
In rolls of 10s.
Oh,
Another one. Oh shit. 2 ones and a 20.
So you said metal is extremely rare, such as
yeah. And
So-
if you remember, Yuzda, when the first time I described him to you guys, he's covered in piercings, and they're all precious metal piercings. Like his whole face, he's got like probably 200-300 piercings.
So I'm gonna get a. I can't remember the correct term for it. It's kind of like a weapon cover, so it doesn't show what kind
Sheath.
of. Yeah, weapon sheath,
Scabbard.
scabbard.
What do
Some-
you want?
It's for the halberd.
He's
Part.
speaking to the dog, not you.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So
Hold on.
that
Here's
so that people can't tell what kind of material it is.
all right, here's that commercial. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna make it big and play it, so you can hear her. See if she goes crazy. Oh, I'm wearing headphones. She's not gonna fucking hear it. Jess, here. Look. You ready? I'll see if she watches it without hearing it. Jess. Who is that?
That's a cute commercial. Feeding your pup.
Why you leaving me?
Yeah, she goes crazy.
Going where that way to find
We've been outside. What?
you're the only
Oh, Daddy's had the headphones all night, and so you're supposed to get a bone.
all the delivery, no delivery fees. Dash Pass.
And that's a pretty trustworthy neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Mhm.
Or I don't know. Basset hounds can get fucking mean, dude. Like,
true.
everybody might just be like, "Don't fuck with that house." That damn thing will eat your calves off. Stupid ammo can.
Kat, when you get the chance, can you type out the items, what they've given us? I'm just making custom items to put on my character.
That's a good idea.
I don't remember what you said. Because I'm assuming you're going to import the new D&D Beyond character sheets for the
Yeah.
new adventure.
Sorry. I thought I was muted and I'm all over here.
At least someone in our party is keeping notes.
School touch me with.
Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna head to bed a little bit early then.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have as much planned as I thought I did.
Oh, Paladin, man, that was still pretty good. Quality over quantity.
Right. And I'll have we'll jump into I Want My Mummy next week. Tin Man arc. All right. Yeah, I'm done. Anybody still messing around on Foundry?
No.
I'm gonna shut
No,
it
I
down.
was really just zoomed in and looking at the awesome artwork for Thunder. And, like that resignation, sitting in the chair, like, yep, this is a thing.
I like that he's happy about it, but you don't understand. I got ate by this magic luggage.
And I
It was pretty cool, actually.
It's like, well, other than losing, the whole losing my limbs part, it was great.
You guys have a good night.
All right, night, buddy.
Have a good one.
Thanks for playing.